The door of Bordeaux's City Hall ablaze as mass protests in France against pension reform turned violent. After dark in Paris, clashes between police and the groups known as casseurs, translating to breakers in English. The anarchists are infamous for damaging bus shelters, starting fires and smashing shop windows. At least 450 people were arrested across the country on Thursday. Hundreds of police officers were said to have been injured, as well as some protesters, including a woman who reportedly lost her thumb after being hit by a stun grenade fired by police. On Thursday in Paris, the biggest demonstrations so far against the reforms took place, and police again clashed with demonstrators in the capital, charging at crowds in the centre of the city. The government says the changes are essential to make the country's pension system financially sustainable in the future. But the unions say the pension reforms are unfair and unjustly impact women and lower-paid workers.
I
believe one thing, that this reform will not be enacted. I think they won't succeed. I think there's no example since the days of Charles de Gaulle where a president against the people, against the unions, against the National Assembly manages to impose a reform. And also because they've succeeded in this feat against the youth. That makes for an explosive cocktail, and from that point of view, you'll see that it won't pass.
In Brittany, in the northwest of the country, the skies choked with smoke, mixed with tear gas fired by police. With more protests due on March the 28th and the president refusing to budge, the endgame of this huge social movement and the government's reforms remains uncertain. Ross Cullen, CGTN, Paris.